Welcome to Behind the Dark Scene, True Crime Channel. Today, we bring you another true crime story about Miss Eleanor Ellie Marcus. On the evening of October 14th, 2022, 26-year-old kindergarten teacher Eleanor Ellie Marcus was found murdered in her one-bedroom apartment in Ashbridge, Oregon. She had been strangled with a silk scarf, her own. Her body discovered by a neighbor after her dog was heard barking incessantly. There were no signs of forced entry. Nothing had been stolen. A simple, silent killing in a quiet town. Detective Isaac Brenner, a veteran with a reputation for empathy and persistence, took the lead on the case. The initial sweep found no fingerprints beyond Ellie's own and those of her former college roommate, Morgan Leppet. Investigators also found no signs of a break-in, suggesting the victim knew her killer. Phone records painted a fuller picture. Over 400 unanswered texts from Morgan had been sent to Ellie in the months leading up to her death. Many began friendly, but as time passed, they turned erratic, obsessive, even threatening. A partially written, unsent email to a lawyer was discovered on Ellie's laptop. In it, she described someone unstable from my past who's been escalating. I don't feel safe anymore. Police flagged Morgan for a more thorough investigation. Morgan Leppet, 27, lived less than 2 miles from Ellie's apartment. To the public, she was quiet, polite, and worked at a downtown cafe. To Ellie's friends, she had become disturbingly possessive over the last year. Morgan claimed she hadn't spoken to Ellie in weeks. Her alibi? Watching true crime documentaries alone at home. But there was no digital footprint, no streaming records, no witness. Furthermore, surveillance footage later showed her leaving her building around 9:30 p.m. the night of the murder, cloaked in a hooded raincoat. A deeper dive into her phone revealed a photo of Ellie sleeping, taken from outside her window. Investigators found this image dated just a week before Ellie's death. The motive lay buried in Morgan's psychological history. Morgan grew up in the foster care system, shuffled between homes without any long-standing attachments. Ellie, her college roommate and best friend, was the first person who gave her a sense of stability. Over time, Morgan's emotional dependence on Ellie grew unhealthy. When Ellie began distancing herself, building new friendships, and starting a romantic relationship, Morgan experienced it not as rejection, but as betrayal. According to the forensic psychologist at trial, Morgan suffered from obsessive love disorder, combined with deep-seated abandonment trauma and borderline personality disorder. She didn't kill out of hate. She killed out of a need to control the only emotional connection she ever truly trusted. In late November 2022, Morgan was arrested after detectives found a murder weapon, a blood-spotted silk scarf, in a dumpster behind her apartment, alongside gloves and a vial of prescription sedatives. When confronted with the evidence during interrogation, Morgan broke down and confessed. "I didn't go there to kill her. I just wanted to talk. She told me to leave, said she was done with me. I lost control." She was charged and later convicted of second-degree murder, receiving a sentence of 42 years in prison with eligibility for parole after 28 years. The Marcus family never fully recovered. Ellie's mother, Patricia, stopped speaking for weeks. Her father, Thomas, retreated into silence and grief. Her sister, Amanda, became the legal guardian of Ellie's beloved dog, Murphy. At sentencing, Patricia spoke directly to Morgan. "You didn't just kill my daughter. You killed the light in this family. And for what? Because she stopped answering your texts." The elementary school where Ellie taught created a garden in her memory, where her students now sit for quiet reading. A small plaque reads, "Miss Ellie, a heart that grew flowers everywhere it went." Morgan writes letters to the Marcus family from prison. None have been opened. The town of Ashbridge learned a terrible truth. Sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who love you the most, when that love becomes possession. And silence, it doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes it's what's left when screams are stolen. Subscribe to our channel for more shocking true crime stories and real-life investigations.